make sure whenever you are starting, start from zero, start from first line, the revision. Every week you have to revise from the first slide. Don't just revise the thing which I am teaching that particular week. Okay. So functions. Till now what we have seen, if condition, while loop, for loop, okay, normal operators we have seen. Okay. By this we can write a code, 50 line code, 100 line code, whatever number of lines. But let us suppose I have written one for loop for printing one pattern, star pattern or whatever it is. Okay. Now I want to print that once again. Okay. So once again I have to write under that one more time for loop I have to write. Yes or no? If 5 times I want to print that star pattern, so 5 times I have to write the code. Let us suppose 5 line code, writing it 5 times, 25 lines. Yes or no? But I want to print the same pattern for 5 times, or maybe different. Every time, let us suppose first time I'm printing a star pattern of 5 rows. Second time I'm printing for 6 rows, 7 rows, 8 rows, 9 rows. Yes. So repeating same uh, code again and again. It is redundancy, repeatability of the code. Okay, unnecessary increasing the number of lines in the code. Yes or no? So that's why we are using functions. Okay, so I can write a function, write the code for one time, and whatever number of times I will call that function, that many times it will run. So now I have given a 5 line code inside a function, and I'm calling that function for 5 times. Calling is only for one line, like a print function, right? Print this I'm telling. So at the back end, there is a code written for print. Int input I am writing. So for int there is a function at the back end. Input there is a function at the back end. Okay. So this is whatever we are writing, int, input, print function. All these are just calling that function which is there at the back. Right now we are doing user defined. So we will create our own function and we will call it by our own. Right now, just converting list into tuple, that is also a function. List from outside I will write list round bracket. So that is calling a function of list. Okay, I'm telling that list function that I'm passing a tuple here. You give me a list at the back end. Understood? Like it's like an exchange. Typecasting means I'm giving you rupees, give me dollar, convert it. So similarly here, I'm creating user defined function. Means whatever I'm using right now, that was inbuilt function, print, whatever you know, little few functions while working with that. So that all are inbuilt function. What I want to create my own, because not all functions are there. And in future, if I'm a programmer, there can be a chance that I want to create my own function. My coding or my program will have different requirements. So I will create one function, it has all that functionality, and whenever I call that function, it should work with all that line of code again and again. So why we are using it? So Bhumika, please read loudly. It's being recorded.
A Python function is a block of artificial visible code that is used to perform a single related action. In Python, a function is defined using the F keywords. Functions provide better modularity for your application and a high degree of code reusing. A function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. You can pass data known as parameters into a function. A function can return data as a result.
Yes. It's an organized block of code, reusable code. What normally for loop, while loop I am writing, that will run for one time. As soon as I click run, it will give me the output. Yes. But as soon as I call a function for 5 times, that same 5 lines of code will run for 5 different times. Otherwise, if function would not be there, I would write same code for 5 different times. Okay, one time for 5 rows, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star will come 5 rows. Yes, if I want 6 star also, then next again I have to write it for 6. then 7, then 8. So I will write a code which is dynamic. Okay, every time a function I will call, I will pass just a number. I will pass 5. So 5 rows will be there in output. If I will call 6, 6 rows will be there in the output. Okay, so this is function, and the reason why we are using it for reusable task. Okay, single related task, doing it multiple times. Okay, so as I told you, built-in functions and user-defined functions. Right now, what we are learning is user-defined functions. Built-in functions also we are going to see today by the end of the class or tomorrow. Advantages: code reusability, reducing duplicates. These two things are given. Meaning is just same. Reduce code reusability. Okay. Another way I can say, I am reducing duplication of the code. Yes or no? So both the things I'm doing. Decomposing complex problem into smaller pieces. Abstraction. Okay. So decomposing complex problem into smaller pieces means I will write a program. If I don't use function for that, so I have to write again and again. If my program is of 100 or 500 lines. Yes. So different components are there in that program. So all that are open, they are not inside a function. Okay, they are not in a combined box. If I keep them in the box, so whatever functionality is there, that functionality will be there in that particular box. It will not disturb any other working of the code. Okay, so when I'm not using function, my code which is that long can have some complexity. But as soon as I use function, wherever I want to run that code, until I call the function, if it is there in my code, still it will not run. Understood? It will not give any output. I will write a function, I will write print, it will not give any print out unless I call it. Understood? So I can write my function anywhere inside the code, and whenever I will call it, that time only it will run. Okay. So abstraction. Abstraction means what? Hiding implementation details and showing only what things are relevant. Okay, so unnecessary what things are happening in that backend, we don't need to know. We just want to see the output. Okay, so that thing we will come to know by uh, doing some practical examples. Okay, PowerPoint is not working properly. Again, it will start. Give me a second. Till that, I will open the functions. The advantages we have seen. Now we'll see the components, what there will be. Now see, as soon as I write def keyword was there in our list of keywords. So as soon as I write def and a function name for calling, uh, what's your name? Pradeep. For calling Pradeep, we should be having some name. Then only if I take his name, he will respond to me. Similarly, function also, I have to call him. Unless I call the function, it will not run. So a function name is important there. Yes or no? So function name, then a parameter. Okay, in the brackets. So what I am passing to that function. Okay, that thing will be there, and there will be function body. Inside this, the statements I will write function body. It will be returning something. Function, I'm giving some input for getting some output, so it will be returning something. Then there will be a function call. Okay, function call. First function definition, function body, then function call. So please read this theoretical part, Pradeep.
Function in parameters is a keyboard used to define a function.
Loudly, Pradeep.
The keyboard is followed by the function name. Function can contain a parameters or without a parameters. Returns the statements. It's optional. A returns the statement is used to return the value, and functions can have only one return. By using return statement, we can return multiple values.
Himanshu, have you got it? Def keyword is used to define a function. If I don't write def, function will never be created. So def is for function. Okay. So wherever I write def, that is a function name. We can call it as function definition. Okay. Inside that, under that, giving some indentation, whatever I will write, that is function body. Okay. And whenever I will call that function, calling the name and passing the argument. Okay. So that will call as function call. So three components: function definition, function body, function call. These three components you have to remember 100%. You cannot forget it, because if you forget any one of them, you won't get your output. Def keyword is followed by the function name. The return statement is used to return the value. Yeah. Again, it is not compulsory. There are two ways. One is giving a return, or just instead of return you can just write a print statement. Okay. So what is the difference between these two? We'll see right now. So before going for that, let us see what is a function call. Yes, Himanshu.
The function must be defined before the function call, otherwise the Python interpreter gives an error. After the function is created, we can call it from another function.
Yes. Let us try. Don't read this above one. Just read the below one. A function's perspective. From a function's
From
perspective.
the function's perspective, a parameter is the variable listed inside the parenthesis in the function definition. An argument is the value that is sent to the function when it is called.
Now see, I am passing a value in the function call. Okay, that value. Whenever I will call a function, let us suppose I want to print a star pattern, 5 rows. So I will pass an argument in the function call 5. This 5 will be cached by function definition. Yes. So at the function definition, I can write any parameter. Like for I in range, I used to write. So I was a catching variable placeholder. Similarly, in the function definition, I will write one variable name. That variable is having nothing inside it. Whatever argument I will ask send to the function, so this parameter will catch. Argument, parameter. Got it? Function definition has a parameter. Okay, whatever name you can give, just that same name you have to use it in the function body inside. So whatever argument I am passing, that is actual value I am passing, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever value I am passing, that value is taken by the parameter, because parameter doesn't have inside anything, it's just a container. So it will catch it inside that parameter in the function definition, and that parameter will go inside the function body and use that and give me the output. Okay, so now all this was theory. We'll go for now practical. See here, def, I can give any name. Okay, is it spelling is correct? Def Pradeep. Okay, I'm creating a function named as Pradeep. Okay, so what is this line? Function definition. This function body. I can print or I can return. Anything I can do. Okay, that is a function body. And function call. And I'm trying to call Pradeep. See, I'm trying to call this function. What happened? What first one? This program is still here till 19th line. Okay. We are not end with. See, this is my function body. This will not give me any output until I call it. 19th line I am calling it. If I just comment it, if I run this, I'm not getting any output because let me just comment it. Okay. So when I'm running this print hello world, return hello world, I'm not getting any output. Okay. As soon as I say print, it should print. But this function definition and body is ready, but no one is calling. Okay. Until I say Bhumika, you will not respond. You'll sit quietly. Yes or no? So and at this at the point I'm telling Bhumika read this, then only you are reading it. Yes or no? So it means I'm calling you. Clear? So here also the function definition, function body are existing. That's why it is useful, right? Any number of time I can call, and anywhere in the program I can call. I can write this function at the top, and I can call that function at 100th line, 500th line, 600th line, anywhere I can call. Yes or no? I can write this function in another program, another file I can write, and I can call it in another file. Yes, we'll see all that. So, so this is function call. So as soon as I print hello world, this print is also printing hello world. Let me put it here. Line 10, line number 10. And this is returning. Okay, it is not printing, it's returning. Returning to whom? This function call. Okay, this function call, this return is returning that string. Okay, so I will write comma here. I will write line 90. Okay, print is on line number 19. When I run this, line number 10, line 19. Getting guys? So whatever I am returning, it will be taken by the function call, because function call given to that function. So function is running. So whatever I want, it is given back by the return statement. Okay, it is the standard procedure. Otherwise, if you don't want to use the return, you can just print it. Both the ways I can get the output, getting the output in terminal. Now, if I don't return something, okay, I'm not returning anything. So what will be the output of this Pradeep function call? It is not getting anything, right? It is just calling. In back, return, nothing is getting. Yes or no? So we have seen one data type, right? None. None type. Yes or no? So he is not getting in return anything. That it is showing. None. Clear, everybody? When I am calling something, and if you are not giving any output to me, I am getting none. Nothing I am getting, right? Got it, guys? So two ways. Either you can directly print it inside the function, or you can take a return from that function, and I can print the function call, because this return will be given to the function call. Yes. So inside the function call, the values will be there. To see that values, I have to print it. Got it? So I'm printing this function call. Clear? Directly also, as there is print inside the function. If I do this much, there is a print. This much program is also valid. No need to 100% print this, because if I print this, I can see what is there inside the function call. Right now, it is not returning anything. That's why it is none. So no use of printing it. So I can directly call it, and I will get hello world. That is what currently this function is doing. Nothing else. Clear? There are two ways. Okay. So I will give a good example to you so that you will remember this: return and print. Okay. So have you understood the structure? Function call, function definition, function body, and function call. Okay. This sequence should be followed. Function call cannot come before function definition. Yes or no? Before birth of any child, can he be given a name? No. After birth only we'll decide thing for some time, then we'll do it. Okay. So while working with it, you should remember what I have taught, and while running one by one, you comment one line, then run it, then see. I'm uncommenting this right now. Uncommenting and making it like this. Multi-line comment. So you have to properly uncomment. If you just uncomment this and try to run, you will not get anything. Okay. So follow the step and remember in what way I am doing it. We'll try to understand in deep depth now. Parameter and argument. Okay. Just now I told you what is a parameter and argument. The variable inside the function definition is a parameter. Yes. Value inside it is nothing. Okay. It is just an empty thing. Now what I am passing in the function function call. What I am passing in the function call, that is argument. What is that? Argument. See, value of a is what? Veg biryani. Okay. So that I am passing in the function call. Yes or no? Whatever I am passing in the function call, that is argument. Whatever is being passed in the function definition, that is parameter. Okay. So when a is going here in the p, value of a is going in the p. So p is just catching it. Now p is going inside the function. Yes, p is going inside it. No need to give this different name. You can give it here a also. Just for understanding purpose, I have given here p. Got it? You don't have to think that everywhere should I give different name. Clear? But this both the things are different now. This is argument. This is parameter. Okay. So let me make it. Now see. Let me tell you what is happening here. Function is waiter. Okay. Function call I did. Waiter, please come here. Okay. So when he comes to me, I'm giving him an order, veg biryani. Waiter noted that. Yes. So he is going to the kitchen, let us suppose. Okay. This body is the kitchen. The waiter is going there and telling one veg biryani. Yes. So the cook is now cooking that. Okay. The cook is cooking the veg biryani. Veg biryani is ready. So cook is returning it. What it is doing? Returning it. Returning it to whom? Waiter. Waiter will come and give it to. So this is what print. Yes. This return will return to the waiter. Waiter will come to me and give. Yes or no? Waiter will put a what we put call to that. He will not bring it open, right? Dish. He will cover with something. Lid, whatever it is. In the VIP hotels, they cover it, right? They bring it in the style. Yes. So they will cover and bring it. To see that what is there inside, I have to print it, right? Yes or no? It's open the cover of that dish. Got it? That's why I'm printing. It is there with waiter. He brought it for me, but I cannot see it until I open that cover. So that's why I'm printing it. Clear it. So this is what a general procedure is. But sometimes this can also happen in some scenario. Okay. Now let us suppose cook is not returning it. Okay, the dish is ready. Print. So cook himself coming to me and giving. Yes or no? Cook himself coming and giving. At that time, waiter is doing nothing. Waiter is doing nothing. So inside waiter, there is none. See here. Ready veg biryani. So who is printing this? Cook himself. Okay. Waiter is doing nothing. When I'm printing, print waiter, there is nothing inside him. With waiter, I think he is taking someone else's order. Okay. So wait, cook himself coming and giving to me. Got it? So both the ways I am getting the output. Yes. Standard way, standard procedure is waiter took my order. He will go there, tell that this is the order. They will cook it, give it to the same waiter. That person, that waiter will come to me and give me the order. Okay, ready prepared dish he will give me in the output. I have given in the verbal form. He is giving the original cooked version of that. Yes, is it fine, guys? So no problem. Whether you want to return it or whether you want to print it, output is one and the same. But returning is well and good. When you will return, when the cook will return, when he knows that now 100% work is done, not a single pinch of salt need to be added in that. Now everything is ready. He tasted it was good. Nothing. When the dish is ready, when he considers that, it means not a single step need to be done while cooking, or a single step is remaining. Now everything is done. Plating also done, decoration done, everything is done. Means after return he don't want to do anything. When he says waiter come and take it, okay, I'm ready. So after that he cannot go to the table and put some salt or something like that. He cannot do. Okay. So similarly, let me show you one more example. Have you understood this code? Print and return. Parameter argument. Yes. What is parameter? In function definition. Yes. Argument, function call. Okay. Now I want to tell you, as I told you, after the return, when I say come and take the order, give it to the customer, after that I cannot do any changes. Yes. Similarly, when I say return, the print statement after that is not working, right? See, it is not highlighted. Let me give you the number 47. Okay, let me comment this line. Line 47, when I'm saying return C plus B, when I'm saying return C plus B, okay, what is the value of C? 3, value of B 5, C plus B is 8. So when I say line 50, already you are understanding that this will not give any output because this is not highlighted one. Yes, after return it means when you say return, that function, that cursor from this line going directly back to the function call. It is not going on the next line. See, coming inside the function, next line, next line. After return, it is not going on the print, directly going back to the function call. Yes, that's why after writing the return function, return, I cannot do anything else. Understood? So when I say the dish is ready, take it. When the waiter take it into his hand while he's walking towards the customer, the cook cannot come and do changes while he's doing all that. Yes, whatever he want to do, he has to do in the kitchen itself. Outside the kitchen, he cannot do. Got it? So return, after you say return, you cannot do any changes. Okay, but if you are using only print, yes, print statement 5, 6, 7, and any number of print statement you can give, as the cook himself is coming and giving it to you. So while bringing it to you also, he has some chance to do some changes in that. Okay, so that it is. You can remember it with this example. I will just show you the debugging of this. I hope you are understanding and I am not going fast. Is it? If you want me to explain once again, we'll go for it. No problem. See here, what is my line on 46 number? line number highlighted one is 46 number. Okay, when I say go down, so until the function call, the function will not execute. That's why it is not going on this print statements. If the line goes on the print statement, it has to print. Yes, but it knows that this line and this part is existing. Still, it is not giving me the output until the function call. Now it is the function call a in bracket 3 comma 5. So now it will go inside the function. See how it is going inside. Yes, going inside the function. 46, then line number 52, then 47. Understood? Now going inside, printing it. Line number 47 is printed. Return. As soon as I click next step, where it will go? Line number 52. When first time it came on line number 52, it doesn't see that print stated. It only see function call a 3 comma 5. It only see that. Now in this step, it is printing that what is there inside. Understood? So second time it is coming, seeing the print. First time it is coming, seeing the function call. Okay. Now it is printing it. Now you can see that from here directly it jumped to the 52. Yes or no? From line number 49 directly jumping on 52, not going on the 50. That's why this line is not highlighted, and as soon as I return something, after that I cannot do any change. Whatever thing I want to do, whatever function body I have to give, I have to give it before the return. Whatever calculation, expression, whatever I want to do, I will do it before the return. If I comment this, return. Now see it got highlighted. Print statement under that got highlighted. So any number of print statement I can do. Okay, but when I am returning, I can give only one return in one function, and as soon as I type return, I cannot do any change after that return line because it is returning back to the function call. Yes or no? Clear, everybody? Very good. I just want you to try this. Type it. Functions can optionally return a value using the return statement. The return statement exits the function and optionally provides value back to the caller. Okay, it's an option available for you. Okay, means it is like a standard procedure. If you want to follow that procedure, you can. If you want to directly print, directly also you can print. Any way is fine. No need to type this comments. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to share the file with you. Is it done? Understanding? Very good. Hmm. Hmm. Want to try this now? See, odd number. I'm writing a function for odd. See this much code you all know. For I in range 1 comma a comma 2. A I am writing because I want to make this code dynamic. If I give a number, it will not be dynamic. The number will be fixed. Yes or no? 100. Every time I call this function, it will give only one output. I want to make it a dynamic one. Yes or no? So every time I call a function with a specific number passing to it, this argument. What is this? Tell me. Argument. And this one, spelling is correct. I'm not good at spellings, okay? So A is getting inside this function. At the place of A, 10 is coming for the first time. So 1 comma 10. So it will give me odd numbers 1, 3 till 7. Because 10 is the last one. So last one will be skipped. So till 9 it will come. Yes. See here 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. When I pass 100, see I don't have to write the same function again. Right now it is just a small function of 2 lines. But still if I want to call this function for 10 times, 2 lines 10 times I have to write. So no. Every time a different parameter I have to pass. But here I will just call it once, one line. Every time I will just call it and it will run. I have given this just to show it on next line, just to separate the output. Not necessary this two. Okay. I just wanted to show you the function call. Again, if I odd, now this is my user defined function. Okay, I have created that. If I pass 1000, then 1000 odd numbers. Range of that odd numbers will be 1000. First time it has given me for 10, then 100, then 1000. Same function. No need to write it again and again and again. Very good. Just try. I will type it. Now what will happen? Whatever homework I will give, just that you have to do with the function. See, earlier I have given you only for loop questions. Just now I am asking just to surround it with the function. Create a function for star pattern, create a function for this, create a function for if condition, create a function for that. So what you have to do, just this is a function body. Whatever my code is a function body. You have to just surround it with the function call, function definition and function call. You just have to surround it. That's it. The functions are ready. Yes or no? No one is replying. Yes, last weekend, how much debugging you have done? How many times you have done?
I did the some first and Friday.
Before that, you are not done.
No, rest of the week I was like try to do.
Okay, I just want you to do 100 debuggings every week. Okay, not asking you to type the code. Debug whatever I'm sharing with you. You have to debug that program. Okay, 100 debuggings per week minimum. Apart of homework you have to do whatever I will share. Apart of that, 100 debugging. Clear everybody? Angstrom number we have typed last week. Angstrom number
Yes, yes.
1 cube, 5 cube, 3 cube. Type it fast. Angstrom number code right now. After completion of this code. This code is done. Try that Angstrom number fast. Once you are getting a proper output from that Angstrom number, I want you to surround it with the function. First, you have to type that Angstrom number program and show me. Then you have to surround it with the function. First, type a normal code. Hmm? 153. Done. With it, getting the output. Not getting. You missed the last class. Okay. So you had 1 week in between. I want you to bring some time. Okay. because generally as we are going it from the weekend, okay, so no one is watching you in the weekdays, so it's you who are watching yourself. So at least 1 hour minimum is there, maximum 2 hours you have to give anyhow, because if weekdays class are there, you have to come every week here. Next day questions will be asked to you, so 5 continuous days your mind is in that. So weekend is a kind of beneficial for you also, and other hand dangerous for you also. Okay. So definitely there will be some another personal works will be there, but still you have choose this. So challenges will be there in front of you. Obstacles will be there. You have to overcome that. Pradeep, Einstein number you are able to do it or not, Himanshu?
Writing
Writing the code. How much time it will require? How much time it will require?
trying to remember that plastic is not
Uh,
dead, then
okay, let us give me the inputs. I will type. Is it fine? Or you want 5 minutes more?
just 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay, go for it. Krishna, are you typing it? Two minutes are done. Okay, let me orally tell you what are the steps. First, you will take an input in a number. Okay, then you will decide. We require a loop for that number. Yes or no? While loop or for loop. We'll check that what to do. Then you will find the number you have taken input for. Okay, let us suppose in A you have taken input. You will copy that number into another for future use. Yes. So that copy or that original number, any one of them you can use using in the for loop or while loop. Going inside the while loop now, you will check the last digit of this number. Okay. So last digit what you will do for?
Not
Mod 10. You will get a last digit. Last digit you are getting. Now you will see the length of the input. What is the length of that input? That many powers you will be giving to that. Yes. So you will do the sum now. We'll write before the while loop. We'll write sum equal to 0, defining that variable I'm going to use it in future. A container I want to use it. This plus this I want to do. So that container should be existing already. So for that I will define s equal to 0 or sum equal to 0. Then I will use in the while loop sum equal to sum plus that power of that many, whatever the length of that number is. last digit to that power. If 153 length is 3, so last number is 3 through 3 power 3. Okay, now the work of 3 is done. Now I want second last, I want 5 now. So for getting that, I will say whatever variable I am taking inside that, so that floor division double slash 10, so I'll get a second one, means I will get with the mod I'm getting reminder, with the floor division I can assume that I'm getting quotient. Okay, so 153 mod was 3, quotient is 1515. So now new value of that variable is 50. Now it will go back to the while loop. According to my condition, it is greater than 0. Now 15 is coming inside. For the 15, 5 is the last digit. 5 power 3. Okay, sum equal to sum plus 5 power 3. Yes, so sum, the new value was sum, for sum was 3 power 3, right? 3 power 3 is 27. Plus, now in the sum there is 27. 27 plus current value of that cube is 125. 125 plus 27 is 152 something. Now I want the last digit in this sum. Okay, starting from last 5, 3, 5. Now I want the first digit, which is my last iteration. So now I'm doing a floor division 10. Okay, so I'm getting 1. 10 ones are 10. Yes, so 15. I want quotient, right? So 1, remainder will be 5. So quotient is 1. So I want quotient. The new value of that variable is 1. 1 is going back to the while loop. While loop is checking greater than 0, allowing it to enter. Yes. So when I do mod, remainder will be 1. 1 power 3 is 1. So 152 plus 1, 153. So sum is also equal to the input which I have taken. So now 153 equal to 153, I have to check. So that's why I have done this copy, saved it as a copy, because the variable a is getting depreciated, right? First it was 153, got reduced to 15, got reduced to 1. Now this last iteration get reduced to 0. The value of a will become 0. So with whom I will compare? So for that's why I copied it earlier when I take input. Yes. So that with that input I will copy, compare the sum. Sum is equal to input. 153 equal to 153. So now this is an Armstrong number I can conclude. Yes. Got it. So this code I just have to surround it by function. Yes. Function name I will give angstrom. Function call I will pass 153, and inside the same code it is. Yes or no? So try this at home now. Getting out good. Very good. Yes, Pradeep. Have you joined online? This link not joined. Fine, no problem. When we go to the next topic, okay, we have given like minimum from 10:05 till 10:22. Time is given. So it's like a break also. If you want, you can take a 5 minutes break if you want. Otherwise, you will continue. No one wants break. So let us continue with the types of arguments. Okay. Is there any doubt about the previous things? We know how to create a function. What is the function body? How to function call. What is written and print, we also got it. Okay, if you understand this much, you are good to go with the arguments. Okay. See, in interview, this kind of questions will be asked, like this logical questions. Okay. In additional, they might tell you write a function for this logic. Nothing much. Understood? So first you have to be good with that logic. Two things you can do it for. Either think a lot about that one particular question, or solve multiple questions thinking little, and uh, debugging each and every program. Yes? Understood? If you think much about only one, you'll miss out all other. Okay. Right now we are in the learning process. So try to go for each and every program 2 to 3 times throughout this course, so that you will understand each and every logic, how the code is running, from what line it is going on, which another line. By debugging, you can understand. So everything is there in your hand now. Okay, you just have to open it and consume the content. Is it fine? See, because you have choose the path. Now it's your way how to walk it. Because I also last month decided to join the gym. Yes, and I gone for the trainer because I know if I go it personally, uh, as soon as it start paining, I'll just walk out of the gym. Yes sir, okay, I'm done for today. This will be there in my brain. So I took the training. So now that trainer is not leaving me until I sweat. Okay, so he's like standing like this until I reduce 400 grams in that workout. Okay, he is checking. Okay, right now before workout this much it is. After workout 400 gram. Due to the workout it reduces. Okay, it's not an actual weight reduction. It's just the workout reduction. So minimum 400 gram you have to reduce due to this workout. That after that only you can go up. This is the condition he is giving. Yes. So there I cannot tell him I have this work. I'm doing this and that. Nothing. So why you came here in the gym? For reducing the weight. I am taking care of that. What all personal things are there, you know, I don't bother about. Similarly, I am telling to you, I am here to teach you Python, not let you go until you learn it. Okay? So you cannot give any reason to me that I am working or not working and whatever it is. Got it, guys? So you have to go through this pain to gain something. So there are types of arguments. Arguments, what are they? Which we pass in the function call. So there are different ways I will give input. Yes or no? So that are ways we are going to learn. There are 5 types. Here I mentioned 4. Forgot to mention 5, fifth one. But it is there in the slide. Now see, first one is positional argument. Positional argument. Read it, Himanshu.
Required arguments are the arguments passed to a function in correct positional order. Here the number of arguments in the function call should match exactly with the function definition.
Should match exactly with the function definition. Okay, in the function definition, what I am giving parameter. If there are 3 parameters in the function call definition, there should be 3 arguments in the function call. Yes or no? If I am passing 2 arguments, if there are 3 parameters, they are not matching. Yes, so that it is there. It is a general thing, right? If I am passing 3 arguments, there should be 3 parameters should be catching them. Yes or no? If I am passing 3 and there are only 2 to receive, if some VIP guest like Ambani wedding, 3 guests are coming, and for receiving them only 2 are there, it will be a huge loss of Ambani, right? So no, reputation loss. For everyone he send a Rolls Royce to pick every special guest. So if 3 guests are coming, 3 Rolls Royce will go to pick them separately. Understood? So this is what a positional argument. We'll see the coding now. Positional argument. Positional, this word is very important here. When I pass, add numbers 7, 8. Value of x is 7. Value of y is 8. When I pass 8, 7, value of x is 8. Value of y is 7. So positional argument. Whatever sequence I am passing, whatever number of argument I am passing, that will go in that particular sequence and that particular number of parameters. That is what a normal one. Positional argument. If I pass only one, give me error. Add number. Missing one required positional argument y. Yes. Comma. So in the positional argument, there are strict rules. When you are passing two arguments, you have to have two parameters. Yes or no? Now this return is returning addition of these two. It is not giving me the output because I am not printing this function call. If I print the function call, then only I will get the summation of that. Yes, inside the function call there is value. You all know that. Yes or no? If you want to see that value, you can print it. Otherwise, no need. Similar, if I just pass the two arguments and remove y, that also will give error. Hmm. Hmm? Yes. What it is? X plus y. You want that in the output, right? That only I told. It is their value inside this function call. Return will return to whom? Function call. Function call is what? A waiter. Let us assume. Remember that. Okay. So near that function, near that waiter, we have that value 7 plus 8. He is not showing us because it is hidden. It will only show us what is there inside it. It will only open the lid when I say print. I told you this, right? So I'm not telling print here. So I will tell what is there inside. Show me. So now he will show that 7 plus 8, that is 15. Getting? 15 you are getting? So value was there. Just he was not showing. Because food he will not bring it in open. Yes or no? He just bring it close. It is with him. We are unable to see it just because he is not showing to every another customer sitting there around. Want to give to us only. Yes. So whenever we will open the lid, it means printing that and seeing it. Is it fine? Is it clear, Bhumika? Very good. Now keyword argument. Keyword argument. Now what was happening? The variable which I am, the argument which I am passing, 7, 8, was going directly in the sequence x, y. Okay. But if I want to pass the 7 into y and 8 into x, yes, I have to remember that and I have to pass 8 first, then 7. Yes or no? So to avoid that, I used keyword argument. Whatever I am passing, I am just telling greeting equal to hi, name equal to Piyush. Greeting equal to hi, name equal to Piyush. So greeting is at the second position, but still hi is going inside the greeting because I mentioned it there. Greeting equal to hi and name equal to Piyush. So Piyush, whatever the sequence is there of the parameters in the function definition doesn't matter because I am using keyword argument. Whatever I want to pass in whatever parameter, I am just mentioning it there in the arguments. Clear? So this is a keyword argument. Any doubt? So you don't have to remember the sequence. I just have to know whatever number of arguments I am passing, that many parameters I will write in the function definition. Or whatever number of parameters are there in the function definition, that many I will pass the keyword argument. Is it fine? Yes or no? This is, but still, if you are not passing, that same error will come. You are not passing this name equal to Piyush. It will tell requirement was for 2, you are only passing 1. So this error will be still there. Got it? In the positional and in the keyword. Any doubt?
While written, it is written like written F, then hello, and
Okay. Let me explain. This is another way of giving a output. Generally, what I do, let us assume here is also written. Okay, here is also written, or here is also print. Anyone you can remember. Okay. Now both the outputs are similar, or let me make it similar. I will tell you. Every time I want to pass a string, I have to give a double quote. 2 times I am passing it, double quotes, double quotes. Yes, but here in a single double quote, single time giving a double quote, I am writing everything inside that double quotes. Yes or no? So every time I have to pass a variable name. Okay, every time I have to pass a variable name, I cannot write it here inside this string because it will not take it as a variable name. Yes or no? Getting? So it is not, this string is not understanding that it is a variable name. I want that output inside, present inside it in the output. Got it? So who will understand this? This formatting of string. F stands for formatting. When I give F and double quote and I pass this curly braces, here this curly braces doesn't mean dictionary. This stands for a placeholder. Okay, at this placeholder, inside it I am passing name. Okay, so in one string, wherever it was a function, wherever it was a variable name, directly I am passing it in the curly braces. I don't have to again and again give double quotes, comma, this, that. So it is little bit, right now the sentence is small. That's why it is okay. But if a sentence or a paragraph is big and in between I have to insert some variable names, so it will be very complicated for me. Again and again, double quotes, comma, double quotes, comma. Yes or no? So that's why I'm doing this formatting. F. As soon as I write F from outside, it will understand this name and this are all variable names. Otherwise, it will not understand. So that's why I'm writing F. So this topic is going to come ahead. Okay, formatting strings. Still, you might have understood. It's easy. If you want to give some output, you will write F from outside. In between, inside the double quotes, inside the string, you will write wherever variable name you want to insert, you just pass it in the curly braces. That's it. You will get in the output. And this comma is not acting like this comma. This comma will be there in the output. Okay. So this is also a string. So for if I want to print the comma in this, so I have to give a separate comma also, like this. Okay.
anything that is not in the curly braces that will be like
taken as a string. Not in the curly braces, taken as a string. In the curly braces, taken as a variable. Clear? Any doubt? Keyword argument is clear. Now see if I pass a single element or a single argument when there are two parameters, it will give error in a positional and keyword. But here in the default, what I have a default value for greeting, a default value for greeting that I passed in the function definition. Okay, so if I don't pass a value for greeting, it will take a default value. If I'm passing a value for greeting, it is taking whatever value I passed. So in the first call, the value of greeting is high, and in the second call, the value of greeting I am not passing. So by default value is taken, which is there in the function definition. Is it fine? So that error which was coming in the positional and keyword, that whatever number of arguments you are passing, the same number of parameters should be there or vice versa. But here that error is not there because I'm putting a default value. Okay, default value I'm keeping, and because of that, if I pass only one argument, so another values are taken as default. Is it fine? Just read it. Pradeep.
Keyword arguments are related to the function calls. When you use keyword arguments in the function call, the caller identifies the argument by the parameter name. F, read, name.
So it is already clear, right?
Yes.
Keyword argument. Default argument. Read. What happened, Pradeep? Read.
The default argument is an argument that assumes the default value if the value is not approved in a function called forward argument.
So default argument is an argument that assumes a default value if the value is not provided in the function call for that argument. Understood? The definition should be rectified properly. Okay? Because just by understanding you cannot give answer in the interview. For answering in the interview, you should have rectified definitions. Okay? Because whatever is your understanding level, for explaining you should have a standard definition, and a standard definition comes in mind only by rectification. Got it? You do not rectify that, no one will help you, no one can help you. Variable length argument. Okay, variable length argument, let us try to understand. Now still, if one attribute is there, I'm passing, another I make it as default. Yes, as two attributes, let us suppose we have to pass value, third one is default, and if I pass 3 was required, 200% should be passed, and if I'm passing only one, still error will be there. Yes, in some cases only error will not come, which I define for, but still possibility of coming the error is there. Yes, so now it comes variable length argument. I will design my function in such a way that whether I pass one, whether I pass any number, that should be handled by my function. Okay, so variable length means whatever the length of my arguments are there, the function will be able to handle it. Okay, till now what was there? One value was getting stored in one parameter, one argument stored in one parameter. Yes, so what that kind of thing is stored? If a integer is stored in a variable, that is integer data type. If a string is stored in a variable, that is string data type. Yes, if a complex or any one is stored in any one variable, that is that particular data type. Here any number of variable, and that can be of any data type, stored in one length, in one variable. This is now by default taken as, I'm printing here type of that. By default it will be taken as tuple, because you know that tuple is having a property that it can store any data type inside it, any number of, and one more thing, no one can change it once stored. So when I'm passing some values in the function, Yes. So by default, it is taking it as tuple because any number of length I can pass. Yes or no? So by default, it is taking it as tuple. See here, class tuple. If I am passing one element, so in a tuple I can store one element also or any number of elements also. Just so a variable which has capacity to store multiple elements, that are list, tuple, set. Yes, but here once I store something, it should not be manipulated. So list I'm not taking because list values can be changed. Yes or no? So that's why it is by default getting stored as tuple. Yes or no? Any doubt? Yeah, after taking it inside, I can change it to list if I want. Hmm. So here error will come never because of the length of the arguments. Because I am creating this variable in such a way that whatever length of argument you are passing, I'll be able to store that. Okay. Any doubt? Variable length argument. See here, I can make it as a list also inside it. Okay. But by default, this value is taken as tuple. So the original thing which I am passing, that should not be changed. Okay. I can store it inside another as a list using that values for something another purpose. But the original values will be there. The original data type of that variable will be tuple. Alright. So variable length argument. Have you understood this?
Please explain with this example.
This example. This I should explain.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, proper
debugging.
example. The question and answer.
Okay. Hmm. For example, some students are there, multiple different subjects they have taken. Okay. So there is a marks calculator for them. He has given 5 subjects. Okay. So he will enter marks of 5 subjects. Yes. Let us suppose in the 12th standard, some will take PCM, some will take PCB, some will take both. So for some, there are 3 subjects, some there are 4 subjects, 5 subjects. Yes. So according to your choice, you can enter 3 subjects marks also, 4 subjects marks also. Understood? So here the variable length, every time a different student, a different number of marks he is entering. Sometimes 4 subjects, sometimes 3 subjects. If I store it as like a positional one, so error will come. 3 was required, you are giving 4. 4 was required, you are giving 3. Understood? If I make it a default, if someone is not passing, so default value I'll give 0. Then what will happen? His marks percentage will change. One subject getting 0. Yes or no? So in this case, the variable length argument we can use. Whatever number of things you are passing, for that much you will give output. Now it's your duty for 4 subject, it is for you should pass for 4. Though you are having 4 subject, if you are passing 3, then program cannot do anything. Understood? So here what I am passing, for the first time I am passing 10. So inside the tuple 10 is there. So for where in ARGS. So inside the tuple, for I in list I type like that. Similarly, this ARGS is just a name. ARGS what I am typing, it's just for understanding, it's general practice. You can write any word here. Star A also you can write. It's not compulsory to write ARGS. Okay, but it is a general practice where when you are writing variable length argument, you will write star AR. Star is to store multiple elements inside that. Okay, so that star is very important. You cannot give only A. When you want to store multiple elements in that particular variable, you have to write star args. Star means now it can store multiple elements. Okay. So general practice is args. It is doing it giving us a general understanding that it is a variable length argument. Should I explain more? Himanshu? Is fine. Now see variable length keyword argument. Variable length keyword argument. Let me first pass this. Now see, when I don't know how many keyword arguments I'm going to pass to a function, that time I will pass variable length keyword argument. This is normal variable length argument and variable length keyword argument. That is different. Now we'll use double star. Now the data type of that variable will be dictionary, because this structure is for whom? Key value, key value, key value. For dictionary, only element, single elements means least tuple range we can assume. But key value pair means dictionary only. Yes or no? So now the data type of my variable KWARGS, why I am writing, stands for keyword argument, just for understanding. Yes or no? Double star is very important here. Single star is for arguments, variable length arguments. Single star is for variable length arguments. Double star is for keyword arguments. Okay. Now the data type of the keyword argument is dictionary. Why? Because I am passing key and its value. Key value, key value, and I don't know how many key value pairs I am going to pass. Okay, it will work for any number of key value pair I am passing. Okay, so see, class Python, mode online, offline, branch Martali, trainer, class timing, is institute name. Now if I want to add one more attribute, salary kind of, okay, yes or no, availability, weekend batch or weekdays batch, whatever I want to add, I can add multiple things. Today I passed only 5 keyword, tomorrow I can pass 10. So when I don't know what number of keywords I'm going to pass, keyword arguments, so I can use variable length keyword argument. But when I have a fixed structure, that I can use keyword argument, normal. When I don't have a fixed structure, every time a number of keyword can change, that time I can use variable length keyword argument. Is it fine? So when I'm running this with the help of this for loop, as it is a dictionary, there is one method inside the dictionary for item that we are going to learn. Okay, so tomorrow or in the next week. Okay, what are the methods in the dictionary? All the list method, dictionary method, we are going to learn. So this is one of the method. Item is both together, they are called as item. Single key, single value, together they are called as key value pair or item. Okay, one item, two item, three item. Is it fine? So there is a method items. So inside which there is a combination. One is a key, another is a value. So when I say print A, B, so it can print it in that defined structure. See, class 1, Python, mode, online, branch, all the things are printed. What it is? So this is what I'm printing the data type. Yes. Line number. So line 129 giving me the data type. Is it fine? Any doubt? So accordingly, I can pass anything, any key value pair that will be there in the output. Now, if I comment this and comment this function call, now I'm printing squares 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. Will not look relevant. I can give it as 1. Okay, it's not taking the string value. That's why on the previously this key. Fine. Understood? Keyword, variable length, keyword argument. So these are the types. This is one more example of the variable and keyword argument. Now, as we have a few more minutes and already we have started 20 minutes late. Okay. So local variable and global variable will try to understand. After that, built-in functions are there. We'll go for it tomorrow. Built-in functions, then lambda, I guess. Lambda function. Then we'll start with list method, dictionary methods, and all the methods I will try to complete it by tomorrow itself, so that throughout the week you will have enough content to consume. Okay. Otherwise, it will be a waste of your time. And every time I am repeating it once again, every time you are going for revision or starting for Python, you have to start from first slide. Is it fine? So make sure you are clear with today's concept before coming to the tomorrow's class. Local variable and global variable. We'll try to understand this. First read it. Bhumika. Local variables.
Local variables are defined within a function and are only accessible within the function's scope. They are created when the function is called and destroyed once the function execution completes. Local variables cannot be accessed from outside the function in which they are defined. If you try to access a local variable outside its scope, you will encounter a new method.
See, whatever this sentence is trying to say, we'll try to understand practically.
Global variables are defined outside of the function and can be accessed and modified from any part of the code. They have a global scope, meaning they are visible to all functions in the same module. If function wants to modify a global variable, it must declare it using global keywords within the function.
Now, see, the variable which is outside the function is a global. I can access it anywhere. I can use it inside the function also. A plus, C plus, XY. Okay, these XYs are what parameters. These are the values of that 20, 30. As soon as I try to print it outside the function, that is C, which is inside a function. So that is a local variable. A variable which is defined inside a function, that is a local variable. Okay, which cannot be accessed outside the function. See, you are giving a error. I'm unable to understand where is C. Program is unable to detect it. Yes, because this is defined inside the function. Is it fine? Now A is not giving me any error inside the function also and outside the function also. Yes. So this is what global variable is, accessible throughout the code. Global variable is accessible throughout the code, but a local variable is accessible only inside a function. A local variable, see, this C is not giving me any error because just it is inside a function, and that a plus c plus xy I'm doing inside the function itself. So there the scope of that local variable is limited to inside the function only. But the scope of global variable is throughout the code. Inside the function, outside the function, doesn't matter. Is it fine? So when I want to use this local variable outside the function, I have to make it a global one. I have to declare that C is a global variable. C is a global variable. When I say global C, C becomes a global variable after the using global keyword. Global is a keyword. I am telling that C is now global variable. So that access or the scope of the C is now throughout the code. Are you understanding? Should I repeat it once again?
Then why we need to use local variable if that cannot be used in multiple purposes?
Sometimes it is required. Sometimes if I use C here and if I write C equal to 30, so now just let me see, B equal to A plus C. Just a second. Now see, output of this B. Should I give the line number? There are only two print statements, right? None is for because it is not returning anything. Now three print statement. So you no need to give the line number. Just see. So what it is coming here for B, print B. What it is coming? A plus C. What is this? That 30. Value of A is what? 10. And value of B is what? Value of B, C. The 10 plus 20, 30. So this C is accessible inside the code, inside the function. And the outer C, that is 30. 10 plus 30, 40. So with the help of this local and global, so I can use the same name variables. Yes. So whatever I am writing inside the function, that will have a local scope, that will work around there only. And whatever I am writing outside the function, that will work around globally. Yes. So I am taking this C, this A inside the function, one value, and another C I am not taking because they're separately, they have their own variable C inside the function. So this local scope, a local C have a local scope inside the function itself. A global C has a global scope, but inside a function now it is not coming as 30 because already C is there. Local C is there. So global is not interfering that in that case. So all these things in one day you will not remember. You have to do practice. Just try to go for this code. Type it. So this is the concept, global variable and local variable. Okay, I should be knowing this. A local variable will have a scope inside a function itself. It will not manipulate the things outside the function. A global variable have access throughout. Okay, but if I have a global variable which have same name as the local variable, it will not interfere local variable. It will keep their space. Local variable you handle your own scope. Global variable C will say I will handle my own scope. Okay, but if it is not there, inner local variable C, if it is not present, so C will handle now. If I just comment it now, if I comment this C, so now this 10 plus 30 will be there everywhere. 40 is the output. Understood? Just because I commented this local variable, now C doesn't exist for the function. So the global variable is taking over. C is there, their own C is there, so their own local variable is there. So global variable will not interfere. If their own variable they don't have, then global variable will take.
If we need like a variable that with the same name or something like that, then only we need to use the local variable. Or else there is no need to use local variable. You can just use a global variable that can like work as both.
Yeah. It is not about we need or not. It's about what we will call to this variable which is present inside the function.
No,
We will
I
call
got
it
it,
as
but
yes.
in practical sense,
Hmm.
when you are writing a code
Hmm.
in your life actually, okay, so you don't need to use a local variable if that is not required at that point of time.
That is
So
not.
if there is no like no two instances you don't need, then you don't need to use local variable. You can only use global variable at
Yes.
that point of time. Just for learning purpose, we can
Hmm.
say that okay, if that is same, then only if someone is asking in which case you are going to use the local variable.
Hmm.
At that time, you can say if there are like two names or two names or variables, you need to assign to a particular same name or something. Then you need to use a local variable so that that can be used within the.
Hmm. And what is another case? Now, if you don't at all have a global variable, everything is written inside the function. Okay, you're directly taking input and passing it to the argument. Yes. Now, if you are having some variable which is defined inside my function, they are by default local. If some another part of code is written outside the function, okay, and the variables I want to use outside also, at that time I can make a local variable into a global variable also. Okay, that is another case. Okay, if I don't at all have a global variable which are not mentioned outside the function, no variables are mentioned, and there are only variables inside my function, so they are by default local, because this is the rule. Whatever variables are mentioned, they are, if they are inside the function, they are local. So I can make them global just by using global keyword. Okay, so these are all possible things that can happen. Scenario we can choose. Okay, in this scenario, if these things are happening, so I'll be using global variable or I will be using a local variable, converting it to a global one. My choice. Which one? Line number 161. Yes. Return. Return B. So instead of this print none, it will be printing B value. It was printing none, right? At this line number 62 was printing none. So it will now print the value of B. Same thing we are doing here also, print B. Return the value of B. So these two lines will also return what the value was. If I make it, so in this case, value of B is what? 10 plus 20, 30, right? So 30, 32 times will come, and for this it will come 40, 30, 30, 40. Yes, because one time print I am doing in this 130 for this, and one more 30, another 30 for this, and both the global variable 10 plus 30, 40 for line number 163. Is it done? I want you to debug all the programs which we learned today. Whatever you have seen, whole file of functions we have seen. Tomorrow we have to start with built-in functions. List method, tuple methods, all that we are going to see tomorrow. Lambda functions. Lot of things we are going to see tomorrow. So our tomorrow's class can be of 2.5 hours or 3 hours. We don't know. Okay, because already we are running 1 week late. Concepts you are getting very less to work out throughout the week. If you have more content, then only you will focus. Otherwise, you will think less content is there. I can do in last 2 days. That also logic is there in your mind. This kind of logic will work very fast. So that's why I want to give you enough content so that you will revise it properly. This code is done. So we'll pack up for today.